Da, 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 da. Hey, everybody, welcome to 420 Live East Coast version. Yes, for the first time in our long and storied career, we are going live with you right now. 420, it is 420. Sorry, Jordan, I can't talk right now. It is 420 on the East Coast. Something I haven't done before. It's been requested, but today, after my successful run at election coverage last night and the amazing feedback we had from everybody, I was asked to come back today and to talk to you all to see how you're all doing. It was a hell of a night, right? I felt like I was in the middle of that Lakers series where they were down and all of a sudden they came back and won. And you're just like, woo, look. It's not over yet. It's a long count. Obviously, we're going to court. The president's not happy. He's not happy that people are counting the ballots. I'm not happy they're counting the ballots either. The hell, especially all those ones for legalizing drugs. How about that? How about Oregon legalizing not only cannabis, I believe was already legalized there, but psilocybin, cocaine, and heroin. We have like a trifecta coming out of our friends in Oregon. Thank you, Oregon. And many states, New Jersey, Arizona, have added legal cannabis to the bill. 420 Live, as you know, this is a place where we come to have a little puff. I'm going to join all you out there. I know it's 420 your time, so our friends at 710 Labs, Brad Melshanker and his fine staff over there, some of the most delicious sauce that they put in here. This is like doing a dab, so I'm going to dab it up, yabba dabba do. Yes. Delicious. See, I'm not coughing my head off either. So effective without the wear and tear on the lungs. Yeah, I've heard it. The world's longest horse race. Thank you, Laura. Yes, you're right. Or the set break at a fish show when you're tripping balls and you can't wait for the band to come back on. Or Jimmy Kimmel said it was like watching his own surgery last night. Yes, folks, I hear it was painful. But you know what? You knew it. This is not going to be easy. These guys are old and they have their ways. They're set in their ways and they got all this money coming in their pockets from all these different sources. They're ripping you off blind. They've got it all figured out after 4 years. They want 4 more years of payday, and Trump wants 4 more years of not having to worry about the SDNY breathing down his back. Or, well, I guess that's coming anyway. Or the federal government or whoever. He's under so many charges. He's done so much wrong. I just got to say, I went to bed last night. I was a little bit nervous because, of course, we saw Florida and Ohio go to the scourge. But, there's 300,000 ballots down there in Florida. They haven't counted yet. And they will count them. And we'll see. We could be flipping states and flipping elections up until December with some of these counts and what's coming down. So I know it's been a hell of a past couple 24 hours, but it's been a hell of a past 4 years too. So I know we're still Steph, still sweating. Yes. And I'm pissed about McConnell too. I can't believe that they would go for him again. But, Kentucky, not the smartest people in the world. Obviously, they're still looking at things like coal mining for a way of life. I mean, come on, let's get over it, folks. You're digging in the earth for rocks you can burn when there's so many other ways to fuel your furnace. But like I said, the best thing is all these drugs, we're all going to be stoned as hell. It's not going to matter who the president is. We're all going to be having our own little 710 dab pens available in every little 7-Eleven. 710 available at 7-Eleven. There you go, Brad. I got your motto for you. But yesterday I was going through it, the maps yesterday, and I still have maps. If you want to see a map, I know we've spent a lot of time looking at maps. So let's look at oh no, that wasn't the map I wanted. Hold on. Stop that. Stop, not 538. Not 538. Escape. Erase. Oh, this is great because now I got this jacked on my screen here and I can't get rid of it. Oh, there it is. Thank you very much, Mr. 538. That wasn't what I wanted. Oh, duh. So as you can see, one hit off of the wonder thing, and I'm discombobulated for the rest of the day. There, this is the map I want. This is the New York Times. Okay, share screen, Chrome tab. There you go. There it is. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. And the beautiful thing is you could scroll over here and you could see that Arizona, a strong 51%, 11 electoral votes. I believe that's all going to be coming our way soon. The Nevada also. Wow, look how close that is. Half a percentage point with 86% of the vote left. Wisconsin, look how dark blue Wisconsin is right there. Because Joe Biden took the Wisconsin, and look at that margin, 21,000 votes. To say it's a close election, to say that our nation is divided right down the middle is probably the understatement of all times. This is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe so many people supported Donald Trump. I can't believe that black women came out in twice the numbers they did in 2016 and all supporting Donald Trump. What does he have to do? Put his knee on your neck to realize what he's doing and what his policies are doing? It's not going until someone's knocking on your door. Is there racism inside the races where they're like, oh, look, but I'm okay because I got money. All my fellow racial members, whatever that race is, they're screwed, but I'm okay. So I'm going to take care of me. And that's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like the biggest selfish grab ever coming out of the black women. But we will see what they did down here in Georgia, 50.2%. But there's a million ballots out, and that election is 78,000, 93,000. So I was kind of doing this math yesterday. So you're looking at 4.5, let's call it 5 million ballots just to make it easier on my math. You got 5 million ballots out. You have about 10% left. It's close to 1 million ballots left. And you're looking at an election that's 70,000. And the way it's going is Donald Trump's numbers aren't moving and Joe Biden's numbers are. So we can see what's happening in Georgia, North Carolina. Yeah, 95%. They got movement there. That's very close too. Let's go check out our friends in Pennsylvania. They said they're not going to be calling Pennsylvania Friday or maybe even next week. We'll have to see what happens with that. But Pennsylvania, 52% for Donald Trump. They have over 1 million ballots coming in here. And you know what? They're all for Joe Biden. Joe Biden is going to crush Pennsylvania when those numbers come in. And Michigan, let's see. What are we doing here? Oh, this is close. We just looked at Michigan, didn't we? No, we didn't. That's 61,000 votes with 3% left. Again, you have 300,000 votes, about 300,000 votes come back in, maybe 100. I don't know. My math could be really bad because I just hit the 710 oil and it definitely sent me on a little tailspin. Let's see what what's really good about this New York Times site is a couple things. Is one here, they give you the little updates that are coming up 9 minutes ago. Biden cities the turnout in Tuesday's election and pays tribute to democracy. Here's the people rule. People can't be taken or asserted. It flows from the people. Oh, this was Biden spoke, I guess, about 10 minutes ago. I missed the speech. I was in my prep, putting my tie on. Can you believe it? That's 2 days in a row. I just feel that if I'm going to talk real, that I should look real and play the part. And anybody at CNBC or CNN or MSNBC that needs a correspondent that isn't afraid of doing dab hits while they're reporting the news, I'm your motherfucking guy. Oh, speaking of cursing, I had a big fight on LinkedIn yesterday where I just dropped so many 4-letter words and people were like so upset at me. They're like, you can't talk like this is professional. People don't talk like that on LinkedIn. Meanwhile, they're like, Trump, 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 Trump. And I'm like, hey, you're cursing at me with this Trump crap. So you're going to get yours. So I know I have a lot of friends back there in New Jersey. All my friends and family out there. Sorry, guys. Look at that. Almost 2-1. You are living in the wrong state if you support Donald Trump and are living in New Jersey. There's lots of states for you to pick from. Just look at this little red map here. Why don't you go hang with your own kind? If you're like, I'm a Trumper, go hang out with people that are going to be cursing Joe Biden for 4 years. Because let me tell you, the rest of us couldn't be happier with the way this election is turning out. Sanity is heading our way. Sanity is the catchphrase here. Legalizing drugs, putting a Democrat in charge of the presidency who's going fair-minded, going to put the best people available in the position. This is what we're talking about. Okay, so as you scroll down this New York Times thing, the battleground states to watch. Very, very interesting here, because this has been changing a lot. All right. It's been flip-flopping back and forth. They thought they had it nailed, and then they stopped even putting their projections in here. So you see Minnesota +8, 90% of votes. That's gone to Biden. Arizona +6, Nevada +3. Wisconsin has a long way to go, but a lot of ballots to count there, and there's a lot of trouble. Michigan, they just attacked the state house there, trying to get everybody to stop counting. Stop counting. But I'm really confused because it's stop counting and we want to recount. It's got to be one or the other. It can't be like we don't want to know the numbers. And oh yeah, by the way, what's going on? Tell us what's going on. How the vote count is progressing. States will move to the right as they report more votes. Texas, Florida, Ohio. You can see how the votes are coming in right there. And it looks like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Colorado, Iowa, New Hampshire still coming in. So PA's up here too. Most votes counted. Tracking the vote count. Look how tight Georgia. Whoa. Look at that. This shows you the blue is those the initial blue on the left here is the initial mail-ins, I guess, that came in. You see how they went blue, and then Trump went red, and then he fell down here. Biden fell down there, and then they kind of crossed, and then Trump took off when all the people were stepping up to the box, and then down below is as they're counting all the absentee ballots. So, we had them in the beginning with the mail-ins. I had them at the end. We still have to count all the provisional ballots, all our military ballots, everything else like that. So, did you get the results that you wanted? They called Michigan for Biden. CNN just called it. Thank you, Wizzy675 over there on our Periscope. We appreciate all our Twitter fans and Twitter people. Yes, the clowns. It's a clown show. Thank you. It is Hugo Boss, Jamie. I just want you to know today I kicked up the cut a little bit. This Hugo Boss suit. I could probably take this in a little bit. I've lost a little weight. That's what happens when you stop eating the meat. I do have pants on, and they actually kind of match because if it does, it's just about 70, 72 here. It's still beautiful and sunny, but I'm indoors, so I figured I'd wear pants today. But I'm pretty much a shorts guy, but now it's getting dark around 4:30. So, yes, I do have the pants on. This is what Leslie's on the computer. Yes, see, someone's scattered. Oh, wait, the toothbrush was invented in Kentucky. If it weren't invented anywhere else, it'd be called a teeth brush. Oh, but don't bump. Jamie, very good. Shit, Jeff, you look like an adult. What happened? Well, Steve, I'm talking adult stuff here. Even though these politicians act like a bunch of children, this is adult time. And then since I'm special election reporting, the 420 Live special election report, I figured that I would come to you dressed in the manner that you would see someone else on television, dishing out about the election. These pundits, all these experts out there calling it. It was interesting switching back and forth. I'm sure everybody did it last night. You're going from Fox to CNN to CNBC to NBC. You're going back and forth to all of them. And it's just absolutely mind-boggling to me that all these different things are coming in. You're watching, you're nervous, and we want the results now. But it's like at a certain point, you're like, I got to go to bed because I got to wake up. And I woke up this morning and I didn't look at my phone first thing. And I just sat there and I started thinking up different scenarios. What would it be like right now if I wake up and pick up this phone and Donald Trump won? What's going to be my attitude? What's going to be my attitude if I go see Joe Biden? Well, I know I'm going to celebrate. So I wanted to look at the phone and see what was going on. So, hello, Margie. How are you out there? And I do have a 420 Live West Coast coming today. I have an amazing guest, Wendy Starlin. She's a beautiful woman who found Lady Gaga. So we're going to talk to her about how she found Gaga and how does what she does in the music industry. So we are going to have some fun today. I will not be wearing my tie for that show. I can't wait to get this thing off. I'm like, this is like the torture suit. A tie is a torture suit for me. So, but back to the election. 237 to 214 with 87 electoral votes to go. Let me show you what I'm looking at. That's kind of where we are right there. And those last 33 votes, the last 33, that could be Pennsylvania with their amazing, what do they have there in Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania gives us 29. Pennsylvania, and you know you're getting Arizona. Arizona's giving you 11. There you go. There's 40 right there. And you're also going to get, for good measure, Nevada. You just got Wisconsin. Michigan could be coming your way too. I mean, you know, the agenda is clear, folks. The blue wave is coming. We've had enough. And I'll tell you what, I was afraid last night, and I know all my friends were too. You should have seen us all chirping in all the group chats I'm in, different friends hitting me up, and I had to talk them down out of trees. And I was like, you know, like someone said to me, I was like, Pennsylvania, what the hell's going on? They're like, they haven't counted Philly yet. I'm like, they haven't counted Philly. That's 1.5 million ballots at least in Philadelphia. So once they count Philly and they get all that up, forget about it. I went to college in Philadelphia, so I know how those people think. And those people are all about the party. They're not happy that they can't go to the Spectrum and see their team or go to the Lincoln Field. Are they letting people in the ball games yet? I don't even know. I'm not really even paying attention to the ball games now. Sports is kind of done. This is our sport right now. We're all concentrating on what's going on out there. And it was a crazy, last night was absolutely, the energy was nuts. I was in the middle of dinner and I'm like, it's coming in. And I'm like, I'm losing my appetite. In the middle of the election, I'm like, oh, I just don't feel so good. And, you know, I really went out on a limb yesterday on my show where I was like, fuck Trump, and it's time for the Biden, it's time for the blue wave, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. So I was like, oh, damn, I'm going to have to eat some major crow tomorrow. And this whole thing on LinkedIn, if you follow me on LinkedIn and you saw me shit all over LinkedIn yesterday, well, that, you know, that's because it's like someone said to me, that's very mature of you to use cuss words, and that's a good way to get your point across, being sarcastic. And I was like, look, I've tried reasoning with Trump supporters. I've tried being intelligent and compassionate and trying to come at them with arguments that could warm their little heart or try to break the cold, black coal that surrounds their heart, to let me in, to let a little light open your heart up. But they don't want to hear it. They're not interested in it. They don't believe science. You don't believe science. You don't believe that COVID's a problem. You don't believe that our nation's fucked because of what this guy's done the past 4 years. No health care. Come on. Oh, I'll have it in 2 weeks. I'll have it in 2 weeks. You know, you sound like my goddamn, my psychedelics dealer when I'm asking him for some 5-MeO. I'm like, come on, 2 weeks. I'm like, I need it. Give it up. 5-MeO. We're going heady today with the 5-MeO. Anyway. Do some 5-MeO on the air. My friend Jimmy Sum works on Biden's website team. Says they are going live with stripped down versions in 30 minutes. It means they see a clear path to victory. They're going live with a stripped down version in 30 minutes of their website. So they're ready. 1.12. I was pretty close there, Nina. I said 1 million. So 1 million ballots coming in. Oh, yeah, Hillary. How is it there in Portland? Are they rioting in the streets? Did they take, like in Beverly Hills, not only did they board the windows up, but they took everything out of the stores. So even if they get in, you can't do it. Thank you, Justin. You go, boss. Cuts a mean suit. He outfitted the Nazi guard, and now he outfits every celebrity in Hollywood. It is true. Hugo Boss did make the suits for the SS guard. That's why they looked so sharp, those Nazis back in the day. They were getting their suits from Hugo Boss. And I told that to Jeff Garland's wife once. She said, that's a nice suit. And I'm like, Hugo Boss did a great job with me and the Nazis. And she says, oh, don't tell Jeff that. He loves Hugo Boss. Because if you knew what was going on, you'd be like, oh, no. I'm not going to support Hugo Boss. He makes suits for the Nazis. It's so good. Let's look at another. Let's look at, I get all my news from this little site here. It's because it's just so unbelievably salacious. I feel like I'm reading the National Enquirer, and I'm sure you guys will give me shit for this, but hold on. My Chrome tab is that I love the Drudge Report, Watch, Bernie was right word for word on the brink. Biden now overwhelming favorite in betting markets. And that's really interesting. If you watch the betting line over the night, the way it kept on crossing, like everybody was putting money on Biden, and then everybody started voting, and everybody started putting money on Trump, and then all of a sudden started going the other way. People lost their shirt yesterday. Joe calls for patience. He had another speech. Trump is out there claiming he tried to steal it. Twitter flags news anchor calls out Donald for prematurely declaring the election. Yeah, we know that. 20 million more votes to count. Really? Hold on. That's a ... So that means that there's no story there. Dems keep House. Senate results 47-48. Oh, they're fighting it out. And they still got a lot of ballots left to count there. Lindsey Graham, I don't know. You people in South Carolina, you are so disappointing. Oh, how can you put that scumbag? You heard what he said this week about women and, oh, yeah, be a good Christian woman. You be a good Christian woman and you stay in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant and you're going to be good. The most people voting for the presidential candidate ever. I mean, come on. We had turnout. This is all from our friends. This is all from our friends at head count. This is all from our friends who got everybody out to vote. We weren't expecting quite the turnout from the Republicans, but they really stepped up on election day because they weren't coming in and they weren't putting their mail-in ballots in, which was probably a smart idea. They told you to drop off the ballots. Why didn't you listen? Okay, let's see what Hillary's telling us. Oh, yeah, everything was boarded up for weeks. Watch the protesters roll on yesterday at 3 p.m. Seems like everyone ready to fight no matter what. There are a ton of people who have come into downtown in the past few months. They don't stand for a side, just heard that they could come act out in the streets and cause chaos. Organizers on the left aren't even going to downtown anymore, holding peaceful demonstrations elsewhere. Right. Like, why would you even go down? I wouldn't even put myself at the mercy of these people. Thank you, Patria, for the compliment. I am kicking it up, looking good for election day. I got my Fishman tie on. See that? That's the symbol. Blue with the red circles, but you see, it's mostly blue. But there's always going to be a little red in our lives. And I guess that's part of it, right? I love Republicans. I just want them to love our country and put our country first. I would have voted for a Republican candidate if Donald Trump was a Democrat. I saw that go around Twitter, and hell yeah, I definitely would have voted against Donald Trump. I'm not that hardcore of a Democrat that if my candidate was a complete asshole, I wouldn't be supporting him. If I see Joe Biden doing the kinds of things that Donald Trump's done the past 4 years, I'll call his ass out on it and I'll fight him to the teeth, to the death over this, because I don't want to see anybody come in and make this all about themselves. I think it's the most insane thing ever in the history of our electoral and in the history of our country to have somebody so self-centered and egotistical and thin-skinned as president. You got to have thick skin up there. You're not going to see Joe up there responding to every tweet and every time somebody says anything. But that's kind of what it is. So I am feeling fancy, Chelsea. This, I haven't worn a suit. I wore a suit yesterday and today. It's the first time since my last award show I worked. And most of my stuff's in, I hang my suits whether they're dirty or not, because you don't want to leave them crumpled. You never know when it's an emergency and you just got to get the spots off before you go out. But you can't even go to a funeral anymore and wear a suit because there's no funerals or weddings. So there's church. I don't go to church. Don't really believe in religion. I think it's all a bunch of hype made to control people. So my politics, my religion, all coming together. Sweatpants with the jacket. No. I wore real pants today. Thank you. I'm working on it. Hillary. The glasses, the whole look here. I need the glasses to read, actually. So when I'm interacting with the comments, I can do it. What does it say? Oh, join a FaceTime call. This is my Chewy birthday network, the Andrew Chasen News Network that I'm involved in, this group chat with all these different friends of mine from all over the country. And we were going at it last night, tearing it up, watching what was going down. It's kind of like, it was kind of like watching sports, except everybody is rooting together. It's not like, oh, I'm going to support the LA Lakers this time and I'm going to support the Miami Heat. This is like, we're all on this team. It's not like you're settling to be on the team because, they're the only two playing. We're doing this because we have the passion and we have the love. And, I guess that's one thing that's missing from the other side is the passion, the compassion, and the love. I mean, when you come at it from greed, that's the only thing this is about. When I look at this election and I see these old men trying to hold on to their power, this is all about greed. Hey, I'm greedy too. I want mine. I don't want to give it up. But at the same time, I realize there's other people on the planet and I can't live on this planet alone. It would be boring and stupid. And I can't live on this planet if everybody looked or acted like me either, because that's not the point either. To get everybody that feels the same way, believes in the same God, eats the same food, drinks the same beer. This is not what our life is about. Our life is about individualism and working together to become a cohesive society where we help each other. We work at it for each other. So I'm working for you every day, trying to entertain you. I've been coming live now for 167, 8 shows over the past 7.5. What is it? Oh, November. Yeah, I'm only 2 weeks away, 7.5 months from month 8. So we're all been in this together. We've all been doing the same thing for 8 months, hanging out, trying to and waiting for 4 years. We've been waiting for this day. We've been waiting for the day where we can vote Trump out. And man, I was scared last night. I know everybody was feeling the same way. My friend Rob Steimer called me from New Orleans and I had to talk him down out of his tree. And he's like, I feel much better after talking to you. I was like, yes, because counts aren't in. Things aren't finished. And we knew it was going to get ugly. Trump, if you look at it, he kind of knew it was going to get ugly from the beginning because this is what he was talking about. Stopping the mail-in ballots because he knew those were going to hurt him in the end. He knew at the end of this election when they started counting them all up. And that's when he went to all these swing states and went to all their courts and tried to jack them up where they couldn't open up those ballots until election day because he knew that they couldn't get it done in time. So he's trying to stack the deck against them. I don't think it's going to win either way. I think that the election is going to be called maybe before we even get to some of that stuff. But we have till December to decide. I know if you don't think your ballot went through or was counted, you have till Friday to fix it. So go in, make sure you can check with your registrar's office or on ballottracks.org. Make sure that your ballot was accepted and collected and counted because you have time to change your ballot or to re-vote or put it in right or correct it and verify who you are if your signature didn't work. I saw that today on the old Twitter. All this social media is incredibly helpful when we're all together and we're all trying to communicate and we're all watching these reports because you see somebody fire something or tag it and share it. It becomes a thing. And the jokes last night were flying left and right. And it's great that we can keep a sense of humor about this, but it was really long and painful. And I know a lot of people went to bed like I did, not knowing or even having a clear grasp of what was going to happen the next day. And I think waking up this morning, it was a beautiful sunny day. I was up early. I guess it crossed between the clock changing and everything else. So Biden takes Michigan. This is it. Here we go. It's starting to roll in. We got the Michigan. Let's see. Oh, you need a print for we could talk. Anybody needs prints, you have to pick out what you want there, Hillary. All right. I'll send you a print there for all the hard work you've done with Backline, backline.care. One of our first big causes here on 420 Live from the very first week I started. We were talking about Backline and all our fine friends out there. Is that it? We just need Nevada? Come on, we know why our friends are going to go there. They're mad at Trump too. Look what he did to Las Vegas. Las Vegas is not going to be the same forever. It's going to take a long time to build that place back up. So anyway, as you know, I'm Jeff Kravitz, 420 Live special election report here coming to you to see how you all survived last night. If anything happened exciting, please just chirp in. This will be, I said yesterday was going to be my only time wearing a tie. But, once I decided to do the special election report, just changed my whole day. And I got to the office early today, came on at 1:20, 4:20 for all my friends out there on the East Coast. I'm finally going 420 Live with you all. I mean, it's a complaint I heard about since day one is, wait, whose 420 is this? And I was like, well, it's about my 420. I'm the host, right? You guys are going to come along. But Kurt is that. Kurt, or you're gonna have Ryan Chen too. Kurt's depressing, though. I know. I mean, I love the shot, but 4 months later, he blew his brains out. Now he's an angel on your wall. I mean, that's kind of macabre. I think it's macabre. I love the shot, though. It's one of my favorite pictures. That and that Mike McCready one right below him, right there. That's one of my favorite pictures, too. And this one of Prince playing Purple Rain in the Purple Rain at the Super Bowl. One of my favorite Prince. And so is this shot of the police, the jump shot, my favorite police jump shot. So, do you want to see it? Because it is on the wall. All the way over here. Here's the shot. As you can see, it's autographed by the guys in the band. Thanks, Brad Sands, for getting me it signed. And it's a fucking epic shot of the guys all of Sting jumping. Andy told me, shot of the tall Kravitz. He's like, you got the shot of the tall Kravitz. Kind of just like that. Kind of just like that. I got to plug in. I forgot to plug in my laptop. I'm about to lose the juice. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So let me plug in here. All right. You see, this is just as professional as it is on CNN. And I'll show you this other autograph picture I have on my wall. Oh, shit. I can't get this. I can't even get it off the wall. But this is a shot that my friend Rob Tonkin got signed for me. And it's the Rolling Stones, a picture I took of them at the MTV Video Music Awards. And then he had it signed. Keith and Mick and Charlie and Ronnie. Ronnie's not in the picture. So my two autographed, Rolling Stones autographed shot. I mean, come on. How many people have that? Yes, Stevie Eichner. Congratulations. I mean, I had you on the show. Next thing I know, you're a best-selling author. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Congratulations on the book, Into the Limelight. If you guys missed my show with Steve Eichner, you should check it out, and you should check out his book. It's let me get a little higher here. It's a interesting little look at a time, a slice of time in our world when we were going to the discos. And, you know, in these times when we're not socially getting together in these large environments, these books kind of take us back to the way we used to party, which was thousands of people under one roof, just hanging out, doing their thing. So let's see. Oh, my friend Annabelle Lucan's been updating me here. Let's see. Only 17 left. Oh, I think we got to go back to my map, huh? Let's get back to my map. There's obviously been a change in the weather here. Oh, yeah, look at that. 253 to 214. Michigan now blue. Oh, I see. It has the blue with the lines on it, which means that it is Biden win. Oh, flipped. That means that Biden flipped Wisconsin. He flipped Michigan. He's going to flip Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona. The count could be 330 by the time we're finished today, because let's face it, we don't want to leave any doubt in the Cheeto's mind of what's going to happen over the next couple months. You're going to leave one way or the other. You're done. And all your lawyers and all the, what did they say? All the king's soldiers and all the king's men won't put Rumpty Dumpty back together again. Fool. Such a fool. Why are you such a fool there, Donald Trump? How come you couldn't unify? How come you couldn't lie to us for 6 months and pretend you were a nice guy and then get in again? You know why? Because you're not that smart and you're not that real and you're full of shit and you can't change a turd. A turd can't change himself. He's going to be the same. I really don't want to go back in the toilet today, but I will. I'll turn this conversation shitty. Let's see here. Biden +8 in Minnesota. This is what we have left. You hear Michigan +8 for Trump down there at 65% of the vote. So halfway into the count, Trump's up +8. He's like, can we stop the count now? Can you wait. Stop counting. Stop counting. If we stop counting, if you stop counting, you know what's going to happen? Joe Biden's going to be the winner. Because he really, watching all night long, I did not see this number up here for change. Joe Biden was in the lead all night long. As each state came in, I never saw Donald Trump take the lead. It was kind of like watching a basketball game where you're watching the other team come up and try to come up and take the lead, and then nope, pull up and try to take the lead, nope, and there go the Lakers, and right up into the championship. So we're watching the championship right now with our friends. All right, we're about halfway in. I'm going to tell you why I'm so buzzed today, because I've been drinking the Grady's cold brew kit. You got to get one of these kits. It comes with a little spigot. Grady's cold brew kit. Comes with your bean bags. You throw them in. It's a concentrate. It's New Orleans style iced coffee. You don't need a sweetener. You put half of what you need in. You fill the other half with milk or your favorite milk substitute. I personally, coconut milk guy. And, New Orleans style has chicory in it, so you don't have to add sweetener. And both my girls are huge Grady's fanatics. This is the what Kiki was drinking. I was like, where'd this come from? I'm like, this is my new sponsor. She's like, I drank Grady's all through college. So now she's drinking it again all through her work. She's working with at the Branding Bee, Kiki, working with getting products out to influencers. So if you have a product that you would like to get to an influencer, I got just the people that can deliver your products to the influencers. Just let me know and we'll work on it. This is your influencer moment with Jeff Kravitz. The other thing we're pushing here is the Sin Lawn synthetic lawn care, and also toupee set. You can see I have the Kid and Play hair set today. Sometimes I wear the cut. I put the part on the left, put the part on the left, put the part on the right. Sin Lawn, environmental friendly lawn products. They are running a contest right now where you can get your own 5 foot by 7 foot roll of Sin Lawn. Here is their website. If you put 420 after that.com, they'll know that you saw it here, and you'll get a roll of this. And what I think you should do is, all you people on the East Coast, is roll this out in a room, put up some sun lamps, set up a little indoor garden, and you could have your own little Sin Lawn hangout. So there's my sponsors for the day. And if you want to be one of my sponsors, hit me up. We will sell anything. I'd really like to sell something I could smoke. Hint, hint. Actually, we met the fine folks from Garcia's brand. We're going to be talking to them. And our friends grew the Green Lantern, which I tried last week. Jake, like I said, not running for president. I'll take king. I will take omnipotent ruler, but I'm not going to have to spend my life dealing with idiots, you know. Yes, Joe, I'm wearing a jacket and a tie, and it's freaking 80 degrees outside. A donut jacket. I tried getting Katie Turner on the show. You know, I'll tell you one of the problems with getting guests, to be honest with you guys, because you're all my friends and listeners, is that I'm like, I'd like to have you on my show. Okay, what is it? 420 Live. 420 Live. Oh, is it a marijuana show? I'm like, no. Well, it started that way, but now it's just, I'm just using the time slot. But no, really, we're not propagating the use of cannabis here. We want to talk to people, but people have publicists, and you have to be honest. And I tell them. And now, after the last week that I've been blowing bud every day on the show, really don't give a shit. If you're so pent up, I won't mention any rock stars, but one of the guys from My Morning Jacket, if you're so pent up about cannabis use that you don't want to come on a show that's using cannabis when 7 more states legalized it, the whole country's legalized on cannabis. Get over yourselves, you people that are afraid to be associated with cannabis, because you know what? You're all going to be having cannabis sponsors coming up on all your TV shows and everything like that. The reckoning is coming. It's coming. It's coming. So. Very good. Yes. It's the tie. That's the whole reason I came on today for the special report, was because I left this tie here yesterday. And I was like, I want everybody to see. The donut tie doesn't get any use. It was great as I'll wear it to events and nobody will know. And then one night I wore it to an event, and a friend of mine went out to Connie and Ted's to eat. And the waitress comes up to me and she says, your tie. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, are you a fish head? And I was like, why? Are you? And she's like, no, but my boss is. And he asked me to ask you about the tie. I was like, tell your boss to come over here. And I met my friend Steve, and that's how we met over dinner, where he's just loved the tie. And now he's working at, I don't even know if that restaurant's open again. I don't know what restaurants are open again. Not really on the restaurant tip. Is anybody else going out to dine? How's it in New York City, dining in the bubbles? Saw Sean Avery cracking down on the bubble dining. I will tell you what, this stuff gets you just a stone of his bong hit or anything else. It just sends your mind into a tizzy. It is like doing a dab, but it's just so unbelievably smooth. Bradley, 710 Labs, get on it. Go to Weed Maps, find your 710 oil, and get one of these things. It will change your rigmarole. Well, I'm hoping that because we'll have sensible leadership, that now I don't have to leave the country, that now I could stay here with my friends and family and try to help this country get back to normal. And I think that everybody has to get on the same page like that. It's all time for us all to band together and to come together and to make a play at what's going on and to try to make this work and to build our country better than it was before. Less hate, less violence, less racism, less dichotomy in the system, less divisiveness. You know, we're all Americans here, and I think that's the important thing. Red and blue is for Crips and Bloods. It's for neighborhood gangs. It's not for countries, and we shouldn't divide ourselves. We need to unite ourselves. We need to all be on the same page because this has been painful the past 4 years, watching the divisiveness and watching the way people treat each other on the internet and watch the way that we treat each other because of our political views. And you can't discount science. To me, that's the ultimate. We learned science in kindergarten. We started doing little science experiments. Science is something we learn every year in school when we're growing up. And I just cannot believe that you would not believe in science. So please, please, happy birthday to James Bryan's wife, Kim, from Madison, Wisconsin. Nice job out there in Wisconsin. Thank all you people in Wisconsin for doing the right thing and for continuing to count the votes. And happy birthday, Kim. Hope you have a great day. It's a great day today. It's a great day to have a birthday today. It's a great day for a celebration. You know, I really feel a lot better. I don't know if I would have come back on to do election reporting if it had turned the other way, because I would have been sitting here. I would have been so mad. I would have been steaming right here on the air. But as you can see today, my aura is clear, my smile's big and true, and I'm actually feeling it right here. The big hole where the music goes, Donald Trump took my music away, took my ability to socialize with my friends. Well, guess what? Donald, you're closing the hole. The hole's getting a little bit smaller, and eventually we're going to get the music back in there. We're going to get the music back in there. I'm going to fill your hole with music. Oh, this could be a little blue. I think I want a little blue with that line. There you go, Annabelle. Gorgeous in Colorado, the blue state. Another one of our friends went blue. Colorado, Arizona, Nevada. These are not typically blue places. Arizona. Oh, my God. But that's what happens when you go after Arizona's favorite son. John McCain was Arizona's favorite son. For you to do a character assassination and to be relentless with it and to go after the family and the daughter and the widow and just beat them up like that. For what? You lost a whole state because of the way you treated one person, because of what you said about one person. You lost a whole state. It just shows you that hate doesn't win. Being divisive doesn't win. And I'm so happy that it didn't. Because I'll tell you what, there's a lot out there. And I felt a lot of it last night when I was broadcasting. I could see my little friends in New Jersey chirping in with their little snipey comments. You know, red waves coming. And the fight I got in on LinkedIn with these guys, where I was just like, I literally pooped all over this lady's post. Because at the Trump, she just read a Trump banner at the top. And I'm like, I am not having this. So thank you, James. Stay sane out there and, keep kicking it up. I feel that. I feel that too. Love wins. How can we take... Thank you, Mark, for making me choke on that. That's pretty hilarious. Yes, I don't know. At least it's not a dress. It's a tie. Could you imagine if I was here in a fisherman dress and you'd be like, Kravitz, what are you doing? But this is my only time. I'm going to be back in 2 hours with my guest today, Wendy Starland. If you don't know who Wendy is, please check her out. She's an incredible talent. I'm really looking forward to talking to her today. So come back in. I won't be as political, but I am, I'm sure I'll get into it a little bit at the beginning. But I'm going to have a guest. So it's about the guest today. And tomorrow we have my friend Larry Flowers, Larry the jeweler, coming on. Friday, I don't know. Could just be me and you and a doobie. That's the beauty of the show. If I don't have a guest, I know just what to do. Talk to my friends, have a smoke, relax, kick back. We're all here together. This is just a hang. It's a distraction into your day. Wait. Uh-oh. Annabelle, she has something to tell me. Come on. You grew up with Wendy. Wait, which Wendy? Wait, was there a Wendy here? I don't know. Now I'm confused. Oh, really? Whoa. Wait, which Wendy? Did I miss it? Was I in the middle of something and then totally forgot what I was talking about? Anyway, that is classic. All right. Oh, you grew up with Wendy Starland. Wow, that's a trip. Holy crap. My guest, Wendy Starland. Yes. Whoa. Wendy, thank you, Hillary. I figured it out, but it's just like, I'm like, huh? Wendy? Yeah, Wendy Starland. She discovered Fox has Biden at 264. Wait. Oh, I don't see that in the New York Times. Fox definitely let it loose. Yes, that's too funny. Duh. Well, please tune in and say hi to Wendy. That is too funny. I'll make sure I tell her on the pre-show that we're friends. That is so classic. She's a beautiful lady, and I really look forward to talking to her. I've been following her on Instagram and watching her adventures. And yeah, that's me, ladies. Keeping you entertained. If you're going to be a stoner, you got to keep everybody entertained. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. That's what I'm here for, comic relief. I'm certainly not the real news. I'll tell you what, it's getting a little hot and sweaty. I'm going to do what the newsmen do on their show. Take your jacket off, cuff the sleeves, get ready as we get into a little later here. Roll up my sleeves. I am not used to wearing a button-down shirt or sleeves. Or I live in California. We don't even wear sleeves here unless it's 65. Now I'm ready. Now I'm feeling like a political pundit. Now I am ready to straighten you all out and tell you what's going on. Oh, boy. Always an adventure here at 420 Live, folks. Always an adventure. Hopefully it's not the last. I got you, Wendy. I got you, Wendy. I got you, Hillary. Oh, boy. It's a lot of energy. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it turned on. But I'm back in a short 2 hours, so I'm going to go and get ready. I had a bowl of cereal for lunch. I probably need a little something else to keep me going through the afternoon, maybe a falafel or something. So I'm going to go grab some sustenance. Thank you all for tuning in to the special 420 Live special edition, special election coverage, special election reporting with Jeff Kravitz, 420 Live, special election reporting. And we'll be back in a short 2 hours. This is the first time I've done a doubleheader, too. So I'm not even sure what the hell I'm talking about at this point. But hold on. One more look. One more look here. 253 to 214. You're telling me we got another 11. If we got another 11, that means that they're counting Arizona. That means that Arizona's in if they're counting 264 because nothing else is 11, right? 15, 16, 20. So if Arizona will give us 11, that would make it 264. And guess what? There's your Lex. There it is right there. Nevada, Arizona. We don't need Pennsylvania. Save your late count votes. We don't need North Carolina and we don't need Georgia. We got it. 270 right there. We've got two more states we need to get 270, and that's it, Nevada and Arizona. And I believe that's already in the bag. So some really good news for everybody out there that it looks like Joe Biden will be crowned the next king of America. What did someone say? I didn't realize that we were running for king of Pennsylvania. I thought that was hilarious. It's not king of Pennsylvania. Thank you, John. Thank you, Patria. Thank you, Carolyn. Yes, I'm going to put some short sleeves on. I'm going to get ready for the afternoon adventure. Tune in at 420. We'll talk to Wendy Starland, and I'm really looking forward to it. And thank you all. Thank you so much for tolerating me, putting up with me, my bombardment, my bullshit. You complete me, because without you, I'd just be sitting here alone talking to a screen. So, and I do it for you, for all my friends. It's important that I feel that I come in and share. I'm an oversharer. So peace, love, and happiness. Here's the hug. It's a big, I'm even pulling the Trump supporters in, all of you into this big hug. Trump's red, blue, purple, green, yellow. I don't care what color you support. We're all in this together. We're all Americans. It's time to get back to the business of making this country great again. I said it, didn't I? And it's absolutely true. Make America great again. I never heard a slogan that is so fitting for our time. We got the right guy to do it. He's got the right brains. He's got the right team behind him. And we are going to take care of the last 4 years of what this guy did to our environment. We were out of the Paris Accord today. Out of the Paris Accord today. It took him 4 years to get us out. And guess what? We're going to be back in there on January 21st. Mark my words. And that's the way we're going to do it. We're going to take care of our planet. We're going to take care of our people. We're going to take care of each other. That's what it's all about, folks. Thank you for your compassion, your love, and using your brains. All of you. See you in about 2 hours and 10 minutes for 420 Live. East Coast 420. Nice to see you. We'll see you a little later. Come back after dinner. You can smoke up again with us, all right? See ya.